Hey, welcome to Enhanced Smart Skills. So, you're getting ready for a big telecom software testing interview, right? And, there's always that one topic that makes everyone a little nervous: business support systems, or BSS. Well, in this quick explainer, we're going to give you the exact word-for-word answers to help you absolutely crush it. Let's turn that stress into some serious confidence.
And look, let's be honest. Walking into an interview that's super heavy on domain knowledge, it can be intimidating. You know you're a fantastic tester, but the second all that telecom jargon starts flying around, it's so easy to feel like you're just trying to keep your head above water. But you know what? That all stops today. Think of this as your personal cheat sheet. It's packed with the exact frameworks and answers that are going to make any hiring managers sit up and take notice. All right, let's dive in.
Okay, first things first, what even is BSS? I can almost guarantee you're going to be asked to define this. It's like question number one. And getting this right, it sets the perfect tone for the rest of the interview. So the interviewer leans in and asks, "Can you explain business support systems?" Your heart might do a little jump, but don't worry, you are totally ready for this. Here's how you're going to start. You're going to start with a really clear, confident definition. You'll say something like, business support systems, or BSS, are the software applications that manage a telecom company's business operations. And here's the key part. You have to mention that it's all about the customers and the revenue. A fantastic little trick is to use an analogy. Call it the front office of the company. Bam, it just clicks. It shows you can take something complex and make it super easy to understand. But wait, don't stop there. An A-plus answer goes one step deeper. After you give that great definition, you immediately break it down into its core pieces. You'll say, BSS is mainly made up of 4 key parts: customer management, which is your CRM, billing and revenue management, order management, and the product catalog. See? Right away, you're showing them you have a structured, really comprehensive grasp of the whole thing. Okay, so you've nailed the definition. Now, the interviewer is going to want to see if you really know your stuff. They're going to start digging into those specific modules you just mentioned. And honestly, this is where you can really shine and show off your practical, hands-on knowledge. Let's kick things off with order management. I like to think of this as the engine of the whole BSS. It's what actually drives getting services activated and fulfilled for the customer. So, a super common follow-up question is a practical one, like, okay, so walk me through how you'd test a typical customer order. What they're really asking is, how do you think? How do you approach the actual work? So, what's the perfect answer? Here's what you do. You walk them right through the order fulfillment lifecycle, but from a tester's point of view. You'd say, first, I'd start with order creation. Can we even create a new order with all the customer details? Next, and this is super important, I'd test validation. Are the business rules working? Things like credit checks or making sure a customer can't order 2 conflicting services. Then, I'd move to fulfillment. Does the order actually get sent to the right systems to activate the service? After that, status updates. Does the customer get a notification telling them what's going on? And finally, I'd confirm the order is closed properly in the system. Answering like this shows a really logical end-to-end approach. It's brilliant. All right, next up is the big one, billing and charging. Let's be real, for any telecom company, this is how they make money. So testing this part correctly, it's absolutely non-negotiable. You can bet the interviewer is going to drill down on this one. How would you ensure billing accuracy, they'll ask. Because they know that billing mistakes mean lost money and, even worse, really angry customers. They need to know that you get how high the stakes are. Your answer here should just follow the money. You'll say, well, first I test that usage is recorded accurately. Every single call, every megabyte of data has to be captured. Then I'd verify that usage is rated correctly, meaning the right charges are applied based on the customer's plan. Next, I'd check the invoice generation. Is the bill itself clear, and does it have all the right details? From there, I'd test that the payment is processed without any glitches. And finally, I'd make sure the customer's account is updated to show they've paid. See? This proves you can think through the entire revenue cycle, from start to finish. Okay, the last big module we're going to hit is customer management, which you'll often hear called the CRM. This is the heart of it all. It's the system that's supposed to be the one single source of truth for every single customer. So they'll likely ask, what are the key areas you test in a customer management system? And what they're really checking for here is if you understand the customer journey and how important clean data is. Because believe me, a buggy CRM can create absolute chaos for everyone. Again, you'll give them a nice, structured answer that covers the whole life cycle.
You'd say I'd start with capturing information. Is new customer data, like their name and address, being saved correctly? Then I'd check that a complete profile is created, one that links that customer to all their subscriptions. Next, I'd test updating information. Can a customer change their address online? Can a support agent do it in their tool? And finally, and this is a big one, I'd test how inquiries are handled. If a customer calls, can the support agent pull up their record instantly to help them?
All right, you've totally proven you get the individual pieces. The last step is to zoom out and show them you can think strategically about testing the whole BSS architecture together. And here's how you do that. You explain that your strategy involves different kinds of testing. You'd say, of course, there's functional testing. Does it do what it's supposed to do? Like, can I create a new service order? Then there's performance testing. Can it handle the pressure? For example, simulating a billing run for 1 million customers. And maybe most importantly, integration testing. Does it play nice with the other systems? This is where you'd mention how BSS, the front office, has to talk perfectly with OSS, the back office. This kind of answer shows you're not just a button pusher, you're a systems thinker who sees the whole picture.
Okay, this is it, the grand finale. You've answered every single technical question they've thrown at you. Now it's time to leave them with one final thought that proves you're not just a tester, you're a business partner.
You wrap it all up with a simple but incredibly powerful statement, something like this. Ultimately, my goal in testing DSS is to protect both the company's revenue and the customer experience. Wow, in one sentence, you've connected everything you do, all the technical stuff, back to the two things the business cares about most: money and happy customers. That is an answer that gets you the job.
So, if you take away just one thing from all this, let it be this. Don't just talk about what you test. Always, always talk about why you tested. When you frame every single one of your answers in terms of its business impact, you're no longer just a person who finds bugs. You become a person who protects the business. And that's a huge difference.
And there you have it. That's your complete guide to absolutely acing the BSS part of your telecom interview. Use these frameworks, and trust me, you'll be ready for whatever they throw at you. For more career-boosting tips just like this, make sure you subscribe to Enhanced Smart Skills. Thanks so much for watching.